which the jack is sunk overnight. So I'm going to put the engine mount back up now. This engine's sitting flush. I'm going to drain the oil out of it. I'm going to look underneath there and see what damage you can see from underneath. I'm very tempted to buy a new block. I've seen a few on eBay. One of them I get for just over 100 quid. But it's in like Lincoln, I think it is. I have to go and get it. But it might be worth travelling up there. So anyway, put the engine mount back on for a minute. I'm going to see what I need to do to take the engine out. I know it's the gear shift linkages, the exhaust, this octopus has got to come off somehow. Can't remember what else. All this can stay, all that can stay. I'll go and watch a YouTube video now to see. So I can't go over that though. You know, it doesn't upset me. I bought the car knowing it's got a knackered engine, and it's just a case of finding out what was knackered. And it turns out the head is good. So that's specific to a Cooper S. I believe it's different to a Cooper and a Mini one. The block is different, but I think the only thing different is the oil squirt does underneath the piston head. I'll be very surprised if that one survived though. It's probably been smashed off by the conrod. We've been just find out what happened to conrod. Hopefully the engine went, he said the engine went bang. And he said it's the head gasket supercharger. I think the head gasket's been going, it's not the head gasket, it's been boiling over, because the head gasket has looked all right. I don't think the head is warped. Anyway, I'm just guessing really. I just got to get it out and have a look. It's not about guessing anymore. Just have a look. So the oil is draining out of the car, out the engine. And I managed to do it without getting it all over myself. And without dropping the drain plug in the oil. And it's all oil, there's no water. So I did take the sump off now in place and have a look. Or did I just get it out? I have had a delivery today. An engine stand. I think it holds about 250 kilos. It might even be 40, I think it's 400 kilos. And that's not 400 kilos. Maybe 100 odd kilos. Coming to the end now. Alright. That feels nice. Anyway, bolt has snapped there. That one's rusted and is rounding. Pipe looks a bit corroded. So I'm tempted to just grind that one off. Just to get out the way. All the octopus is disconnected from the wire harness, the earth and everything. That's all out. That's resting on the engine mount there. So look in there. Let's have a look. The cooling fan for the power steering pump is out. That's been leaking, look, from the pipe. There's a leak from the drive shaft there, look. There's leaks everywhere. Leak from that oil cooler up there. This engine mount is out. So I'm going to take this nut off now. And hopefully get that drive shaft nuts. That drive shaft's leaking as well, look. Basically, pretty much anywhere it can leak from, it is leaking from. So, but like I've said previously, it's looking like good condition under there. I don't know now whether I shouldn't do the exhaust. I can't remember, I think I need to. I'll look under there now. I don't know what that is, an exhaust. Looks like it's leaking, but leaking oily soot. The next junction for the exhaust from up there, the manifold is here. Now, what's the chances of them coming off cleanly? I'm looking around, see if I've got any more WD-40 before I even try. I need to unplug that lambda sensor. And that is there, the plug. That's really awkward to get. Oh, it's not that bad actually. No, I'll do that. Unplug that. I need to unplug the top one as well. So the top one first. I'm going to call it a night. I haven't done as much as I wanted to do. The next thing I want to do is get this exhaust top. I'd already unplugged the lambda sensor at the top. So I just cut the cable tie. I really want to get that exhaust off, but I know it's going to do without some WD-40. So I searched the van. I ain't got any. I don't know where I used it. Probably Lewis used it and left it somewhere. Did I have one in the garage? Unless the one there in the garage. In fact, I tell you what it is, sorry. He used on Lewis's car and he promised to buy me a new one. And he didn't. That's what it was. So he owes me a WD-40. So, no, I don't risk it. Leave it tomorrow. So that's it for tonight, folks. Stay tuned. Hopefully tomorrow I'm not promising I'll have the engine out, but I'll definitely have it ready to get out. So, like I said, stay tuned. Can't be much left to take out. What do you think of that, Leah?
Alright.
Alright. It's a Taylor thing. You like Taylor Swift, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Tidy. Okay. You're a Mini, don't you, when you're 17, don't you?
I want you to not sell my
What?
Mini. I want you to sell my Mini.
The blue one?
Yeah, fine.
I'll get a different one.
I like the blue one.
I'll get a pink one.
Oh, you have to find a pink one.
Paint a pink one. He wants a pink Mini.
Or a black one.
Black one, is it?
I like black, but pink and black go together.
Okay, get a black one.
I'm coming.
Pink flowers, is it?
Maybe. Not.
What do you think this car should be called?
I don't know.
It needs a name.
They're going to call it Blackbird.
Blackberry.
Black!
This isn't raspberry. Someone said they call it Coopers.
Or they called Katie and Kaya's green car Hulk because it was green.
So call it Coopers. So that's his name, is it? Coopers. Okay, this is Coopers, people. So I just picked up from Screwfix some WD-40. And I may as well just spray every bolt I'm likely to take off, because it would make life easier further down the line. So let's go. Getting exhaust bolts off was surprisingly easy. Getting the lambda sensor off the plug was surprisingly difficult. But I managed without breaking anything. And this should be top here now, from what other videos I've seen. Oh god. I need two hands because the silence is catching there. 1 second. He's out. Very good condition. I don't know if it's maybe stainless or something. It doesn't look like normal rusty steel. The other part of it does. Right, what I can see now is a nut here. This comes off. And then there's not much else left on here really to take off. They're off, look. Let's take this off and then see what's next. That heat shield come off. There's one bolt here and I just sort of wiggle it off this post, pull it this way. So I've undone those now. If I hadn't done them, I had to slide that red clip to the left to get him out. Lucky I've watched some of these videos, I want to know all this stuff otherwise. So now they're going to do that nut and hopefully can get at these bolts down here. Power steering pump. I don't know what this is though. That's not a filter, housing, and all cooler. It's all temperatures, and I don't know. If anybody knows what this is, let me know. Yeah, this is the hose, look. That's gone, so if I change that, it should be okay. I'm going to take all these off and clean them all up. and clean all this up. And then I spray it with some sort of clear wax then that goes hard, or some lacquer or something. Something that I don't want to attract all the dirt, but I want it to be sort of future-proof from rusting. Anyway, get this nut off here and see where we go. I think I'm going to need new air, Conrad. Look at this.
Crusty musty.
That's definitely not usable.
Why not?
Because look at it, it's not supposed to have.
Why?
It's not. Damn, more money again.
Unlucky.
But I'm still muddling through. I put the oil there because I thought the drive shaft was going to drop gearbox on. But it didn't. So it's going to live back over there now. Anyway, I've got the drive shaft off, as you can see. I've got all these bolts loose here. I've got to release that ball joint, but I got the bolt out, got that bolt out. I've got to watch that level sensor for the Xenons. It's pulled in. I need to work out to get a plug out. I've got all the subframe bolts out under there on that one. So you can move his axle stand now onto that jacking point in a minute. This one's still attached, it's not going anywhere. I want to get his caliper off and the strut off. I'm going to buy myself two. Bloody hell, that's gone rock hard. Rock hard. And that one, shit. They're going to split soon. I might just cut them and catch all brake for it. I'll be done with it. I've got to get this wheel speed sensor out. Stuck in there, got it out there and everything. And brake pad wear sensor. Obviously I'm going to put new pads and discs. Not much life left in the pads. The discs have seen better days. I'm getting this bolt out at the moment here now. Holding the swaying harness on. I've released the power steering pump mains and the other little whatever it is there. Still two water pipes attached to this oil cooler, whatever that is. Oil cooler, I think. I cut the cable tie there. I was going to cut it there when I decided to take this bolt out instead. And I've taken some reference photos. I think there's much left. I can't get that dry shaft off. This wheel I've tried and tried it. I had it glowing almost earlier on. I just hope I haven't hardened it too much so I can drill it. That's the job tomorrow. Drill it all out and get it off and be done with it. And hopefully I can get this engine out by the weekend. I'm going up to get a new one on Saturday up in Leicester. So let's see what happens. Right, water pipes are out. They come out surprisingly easy. See there, look. The only thing is now is the that drive shaft. I got the hub nut loose. That's out. I've got the bearing off. Down there, the 3 bolts. If I can just get that wheel off and get the ball joint off, and I can take it out then. I won't do it tonight now. I've enough tonight, but I'm going to reposition these axle stands to into the jacking points of the car. It looks solid, so not worried. And then I'm gonna take the engine out because by going there, I'm gonna take the car lower because I can get under this no problem at all. So I'm gonna take it lower. Then I'm gonna undo that knuckle, under the bolt this side, one bolt, the upper one that side, and then I take the engine and gearbox out, followed shortly after by the subframe, and then it'll look a bit different. And clean all this up, clean up all these black brackets up, make them all look nice and silver again, and then put them all back. That's going to be a difficult part. Put them all back, clean them all. I want to obviously clean all them. I've looked at a complete hose kit for it. Silicone. I want it to look black. I don't want to be pimp my ride. Yellow, red and thing. I'll keep it standard looking. But obviously silicone is a lot better than rubber. I don't know what the fit will be like, but hopefully it's good. It's about 100 quid. 100 odd quid with all clips. T-clips, whatever T-clips are. I'm going to put them all back in. Is that bent or is that me? Don't know. Put them all back in. I think I'm going to reuse this exhaust bit. But I'm going to get a new cat back, because there's obviously a catalytic converter there and flexi. So I'll keep that. Looks fairly good order. I'm going to put some sort of ceramic coating or something, I don't know what yet, and then put a new exhaust going back from there. Hopefully I'll be running this year. Before we got all the boys on this. That's here now. Going in. That's the only thing holding us up against the engine out now. I've been on this for a long time, this boat, I mean. So I've now got these easy outs. I've had them in the cupboard for years, never used them. They're American, they've got some stupid sizes, 1764s, whatever. I just had to Google it. It's 6.75mm. I've got a 6.5mm brand new drill bit, because I'm sick of trying to bloody use metal by the bits. I'm in quite deep. Look at that now, right? In quite far. I mean, the thing is only there, the drum, it's not much further to go. So I'm going to go right through now. I was in WD-40 to keep it lubricated and cool. And then, well, you can see the outside's completely mullered, look. I can't get it out. But I smashed the 16 on it, just whizzed it on. It's just melted everything. Still not budging. So hopefully this easy out doesn't snap now, or I'm in a world of pain. If that snaps, I'm going to grind the wheel off and grind the disc off and back it all. But it's coming off one way or the other tonight. It's the only thing holding me up getting the engine out. So zoom out a bit. They're nice wheels. I got a set of these. I got a set of bullet wheels. I don't know which to use. If somebody thinks one set's better than the other, let me know. I personally like the pair of them. Anyway, never mind all. Let's just crack on with this nut. She's doing nice, plenty of swap. I'm nearly through. Nearly through. Okay, I'm right through. Let's get this easy out then. Let's give it a go. It is in, but this 10 will slip in because this is a square. So let's see if I want to fits a bit better now. That was a real mission. Anyway, I'd hammer an old 14mm, which you can see. Oh no, the swath is splitting. Onto this number 6 easy out. Smacked out of it and got it to turn. And it's sheared there because that's thin. So hopefully when I get this disc out, off, I can get a more grips and I can get it out. It's going to be easy enough to get out the hub, and it's very difficult to get out the wheel because it's alloy and I don't want to knacker it. So I can use lots of different techniques to get out the hub. Anyway, that's a major milestone for me. I now got to get these other bits off. And in fact, I'm sure I got a lot of them off. Let me grab your hands off the steering wheel. No, he's not off. So got to get him off and get the other. In fact, before I do any of that, to make it safe, I can move the axle stands onto jacking points so I can get the subframe off as well. If this didn't have a square nut, these would be really good, The square nut is a nightmare. Because what the hell tools have you got with square nuts? I think I'll have to get a couple of sockets with square nuts. Look at that. Mullered nut. Tried everything to get out. I'm going to get it on to hold the steering wheel on the foot brake and press like hell. This slipped a bit, but not too much, and then it came out. It went. It gave up its fight. Now these are these outside. I've had these for years, and I never used them. I've gone using them a few times. Realised it's got the square, and then not to think about it. They're all in there, look. But every single one is a different size square. Can I show how make it is now? My Alexa alarm's gone off because I'm going to bid on a Mini Cooper S on eBay. Okay, I have moved the axle stands back to the checking points, which leaves the subframe clear. Got him off. I get the low ball joint off now, 2 low ball joints, and then I can take the drive shaft out, and then I'm ready for the engine. I don't know whether to do the engine on the jack. Probably could if I jack it up. Take the 17 mount off, take that one off. I could probably do on the jack. We'll see now. We'll see what it's like. Okay, so the X-Wing fighter jet is down. The struts are off. I just cut the brake pipes. Could be asked to try and undo them. So cut them, unplugged all the wiring. I remember to unplug the Zen and level sensor. What else have I done? Yeah, the whole subframe is down. I take all the bits now, clean up, paint it. Drive shaft is out, by the way. Wheel is off. Only thing holding the engine now is that there, and I sit on that. So I'll get this subframe out the way tomorrow, and I'm gonna bring the engine down on the jack. There's no point getting hoist down, trying to hoist it up. I think everything's out. Hose is there. There's hoses there. I need to disconnect this all, and that's this battery thing as well. How's that come out there? I don't know. I have to sort of push the wiring over there, leave the wiring on the car, get it all off the engine, and then this can all come out then. I'll play with that tomorrow. I'm possibly going up to Leicester tomorrow to get an engine. Water's digging up there now, look. Either tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going to decide tonight. Yeah, I'll decide tonight. Anyway, that's it for now. I have a long week in work. Every night working on this car. Big progress. Subframe's out. Engine gearbox out tomorrow. I'll probably go to Leicester tomorrow to get that engine, because then I can start building it back up then as soon as I can. I need to order loads of bits. It's going to cost me a fortune, but it'll be worth it in the long run. I'm going to clean all this engine bay down. I'm going to have it spotless. All the bracketry, everything. Just clean the lot. I may even do some painting in here, because all the paint is marked. Just through general wear and tear and age. So I'll decide now. Okay. Very nicely, give me my air freshener. Back on my van. Carol Chrome. Same. Instructions. Chunky chunky. English. I'll shut this up in a second. That is right and that is left. Just chuck the left one on. I'm about to the right one because welding needs to be done. So I get this on, then I can get the front bumper off. But like everything I start, I can't just do it. Show you OCD or something. I've got this out for years, right? It's Wanker Wax from Morris Oils. So it's a gloopy, horrible, oily wax. Goes off quite hard, a lot harder than wax oil. So I've got it all in the cavity there now. Because obviously there's a seam between this and the outer one. I know in the end you'll end up rusting. So I've chucked the load down there now. Wait for that to set. I put my light in then. And anything I've got on the edge I can wipe off. A bit of white spirits. I am, once I've done the engine bay, I'm going to do all the sort of bits here, all down there, all the seams, all under the wheel arch, down into that plastic there, in there, and go inside these box sections here, get right in. But obviously, there's not much rust on it now. 30 years time, it's going to be rotten this face, isn't it? If I do all this, it'll preserve it even longer. That seal's missing there. I'll replace that. I'll take this off and I'll go inside all those and all those and all those. It's very similar to the German Z-Bat stuff they use. I think it's a Swedish product, like Wax says, I think. I might be wrong. But I won't do this side till after the guy's welded. Because obviously it's flammable and it'll catch fire. So I'm going to get that light on now and I'm going to get the back bumper off then, ready for him to come and weld. I will clean all that rust off. There must be some sort of spray you can put to sort of, not like a rust converter, but a rust cleaner. There must be, I'll have a look out there, see what it's about. I'll clean all that stuff off. And I'll anchor wax all that then. And it doesn't matter when it gets wet then, it's just going to keep it clean. Look at me here today. He's been doing my skirting boards. He's done 2 pieces. There's a piece to go there. I'm not having to return it. Oh, I could do. Yeah, I will. He's done that one. No, I won't bother to return. Leave it there. So leave it there. Leave it there. There's a little piece to put in there on that corner. They're going to be pinned and glued and they're done. That's the old, that's the new. It looks much better. I'm using the wheel to lift, tighten this up. I got a little temper span, I can't get a ratchet in there. Oh, I've got to go a little bit more. I'm just losing the wheel to go lift. So I have a break from that in a minute now. All I'm going to get a ratchet spanner. I need to get this started. So I gunked out of this. Leave me soak a bit now. Use the last of my gunk. So I had for donkey's years. I cannot get these 18mm bolts out. They won't budge. I use my long extension bar, which comes in a half a set. And I put that bar on it. And it just snapped the 18mm socket. One of the older ones. Didn't use my Alfred's ones. Can't get these out either. So our plan is now, I get this off. I get a power steam rack off. I don't have sockets for it, I have to buy some. And then when that's off, I can put some heat in it and get it off. I'm changing the bushes anyway, so don't care if they're out. I've separated the gearbox from the engine. Foolishly didn't drain the gearbox first. Just took this bearing off here. Looks a bit manky. I changed the oil seal there, although I don't think it's leaking. I think that's what people do. It's probably come from that one. Not as bad as it could be, I suppose. I don't know if we change anything in these. I'll have to Google it. But obviously, going to have a new clutch. I think it's a dual mass flywheel. And I've put a single mass on it because that seems to be what people do. But anyway, I'll get this clutch off now, get the flywheel off. Put a bit of wood in the flywheel because I've heard it's really heavy. And I get on the engine stand then. And then we can see what's going on. Be interesting to find out what the bottom is like. My engine stand's in that bag there. I haven't used it yet. Anyway, let's have a look. So giving the gearbox a bit of a clean down. Not thoroughly, just a quick one. I got the steering rack off. I cut one drop link off, the other one I just need to smash that end off it. I got these ball joints off. That one snapped in yaw. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Drill out and retap. I can't get these undone. I'm going to put some heat on these, I think. They're rock solid. Can't believe it. There's one of the drop links, look. Dead. Dead AF. That's going to recycling. It's a job tomorrow. Take those to the tip. So you get this in now, and then I can start stripping the engine down. I can pull the door down. I can do it with the lights. It's getting a bit dark out here now. These star bits are absolute toffee. He broke off with the impact driver, so I decided to use the hand ratchet, and it's snapping off. I got the flywheel lock tool in place, so I'm really eager to see the state of the bottom end. So I was gonna get this clutch and flywheel off and get on the engine stand, but I'm just gonna turn it over and do it here, and hopefully it doesn't drop too much oil. Let's give it a go. All the bolts now. So when I turned it over, I guess it sounded like a Lego set. So let's have a look. Oof. That's a bit monkey, isn't it? So now it's a good clean out. Let's have a look what we got here. Oof, yes. Bits of piston, God knows what there. That's for one of the con rods. That's a bit of a piston ring. What's that? Bearing, it's a bearing. Don't know. That's the end of the corner where the gudgeon pin goes. There's the gudgeon pin, I can see it. It's down there. Oh, let me grab a screwdriver. That's a very, very hard bit of that. That stayed intact. I chuck all if I chuck it all down the gap, it should come out like a piston used to live. Oh my god, oh, what's this big bit there? Look. That's a little con rod. Lots of bits now, I think good clean out. Oh my god. Right. Not much else to see there. Pause it a minute. Well, the good news is all of these look perfect. The bearing surfaces are lovely. I was wondering why this one come off. I haven't taken the oil pump cover plate off, so I'll do that after that food, but I'm hoping the main bearings are okay. Judging by how this looks, I think they're going to be. So find out. Okay, so I've been up to I don't know where it was. It was Leicester way, I think it was, today, to get a new engine block and a crank. It looks in really good order as it goes. And when I go home, a piston has been delivered with a con rod. I'll show you that now. Oh. There he is, it looks in really good order. So, I've spoken to a chap called Stephen today, who's a bit of an engine specialist, and I'm going to get the 3 pistons and con rods out of this engine now, and take them down to him, and then I can get him to sort it all for me. That's the plan. This is what a piston and con rod looks like. Perfectly intact one. And this is what a destroyed one looks like in its component destroyed bits. Now, it looks like there's more material there than there is there, so I don't think I've got all the bits. But as I clean the engine, well, I don't think there's any point cleaning the engine really. There's the block now. I'm going to put a new chain in it. I'm going to put a new pulley on it, a new crank, new tensioner, new flywheel and clutch. So this is all cool, I think I need of it. The rest then, I think will be scrap. So I'll leave that like it is for a minute. Spilling its guts on my garage floor. And I'm going to take the 4 pistons, con rods, crank, block and head down to Stephen. And I was going to strip all this myself and lap the valves in and everything, but in all honesty I'm better off just giving it to Stephen and get him to build it up. So if he can build the crank up with the con rods and everything, he could even put the head on if he wants to, and I could bring it back as a bare block. In the meantime, I give this a good spray. I need to clean it all down properly. Even if I've got to take this off, I'd rather not if I can help it. This aluminium tray, but got a bit of a clean. Gives me more of a clean now. Use my old pants. Don't want to see that too. And then I've ordered new coilovers and new poly bushes. That's subframe. I found a place in Neath that does shop blasting, so I need to strip it all down, take it up to him and get him to shop blast it all, and powder coat it. I'm even considering shop blasting it, galvan it and powder coating it. Or is that going too far, like? My problem is I don't know when to stop with stuff. I'll definitely have to remount all the... I just powder coat it. Anyway, right, let's get on to the steam chap. This is the block, look. As you can see, it looks a lot tidy for a start. The galleries aren't as rusty as mine were. It really looks tidy, like. Propagate, hang on. The tension's still in there, look. It looks really tidy, like. The bearings look alright. But I'm obviously going to have them new, and so all the bolts are in there. I'll just give this to him now. And this is the crank, look. Oh, that looks tidy as well. There's nothing mullered here. I feel a little roughness there, but hopefully he can grind them out. We'll have a look. He can decide. We'll go from there now. Well, he seems like a tidy chap, Stephen. Mate of mine I know for years and years too, that was like an old school engineering kind of guy, you know, makes things and fabricates things. Two does good 60 odd, and Stephen's his son, and between them they do lots of sort of old school engineering. I mean, he's got a lathe in his garage, that says everything, doesn't it? He's got about 3 or 4 engine stands I could see there. He's got a V8 engine in there, and I could tell him when he VW Type 1 engines, he's got there loads. Anyway, so it's in good hands. He said he's done loads of minis over the years. Checked the bore and he said he may need reboring. And I said, what's the score for these reboring? Bigger piston rings. He said, no, you'd have to have new pistons, bigger pistons. But I've taken a liking to that block, so whatever needs doing is going to be done. He's going to do the block, the actual main bearings, etc. They're up alright. The bearings are still in there, as I showed in the previous video. He's going to check it all out. He's going to, I would say clean it up, it doesn't need clean up. He's going to strip the head to clean it up. He's going to clean up the pistons if I'm going to use those, otherwise I have new pistons. And I'm going to drop a new oil pump off him, a new oil chain kit, timing chain kit. I'm going to drop off the rockers, and I'm going to let him, an head gasket, and I'm going to let him build up the core for me. So when I get it back, it's all going to be mint. It's something I could do, and it's a project I'm going to do, but there's so many other things to do on there with the front suspension, and once that's done I'm going to drop the rear suspension and do all that. Sometimes you've got to delegate, and he seems to know what he's doing, so I'm going to leave him to it. So when I get the engine back, I'm going to mask it up and paint it black, because that blue doesn't suit the car at all, and I'm sure it's a nice colour, but not for me. It's a bit pastel-y. If it was in my diesel, which is that colour, it'd be fine, but black I want to go. Anyway, watch this space. He said it's going to take a couple of weeks to get the crank sent off and reground. He said that definitely needs regrounding. It takes me a company called Hargreaves. He's going to sort it all out, and then I'll update that when the time comes. Anyway, I'm on my way home now, going for a spin, drop all that off, and continue playing with the Mini. My next job is to strip the rest of that crank. I said crank, I mean crankcase and crank. I'm going to just grind the bolts off the clutch, put my earmuffs on, my glasses, get them the wonky grinder out and just grind them all off. Then I'm going to somehow get the flywheel off and the pulley on the end. Probably going to put the crank out for the scrap man, because I can't see the future for that. He said a crank regrinds about 180 quid. I didn't expect to do that much, but when you think about the work involved, that's not a bad price, I suppose. Nothing's cheap these days. There's no oil squirters on that old block, but I can see the holes for them, so it's definitely a Mini Cooper S engine. So I'm going to have a look what my oil squirters are like now. Hopefully they're alright. Well, I'm pretty sure 3 will be right, but one of them might be snapped off because we smashed the piston. We'll have a look now. But I have seen people selling them on eBay, so I might have to buy some new ones. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get them off him, get them down to him. The block might be alright. I might actually drop the block to him and say pick the best block. But then again, this block I've got in the house is all rusty and it really solder blast in or whatever. And that's probably going to need reboring. So all I might do is just degrease it all, and either keep it as a spare or sell it on. But it's a lot of money. Everything, there's no cheap way of doing these engines unless you just chucking them together. To do it all properly is expensive. Everything's like 100 or a couple hundred quid. So I'm expecting this engine by the end to cost me like £2,000. I was doing myself. No wonder these places charge 3.5, 4 grand for a recon engine. There's a lot of work involved and the stuff is expensive. But that's modern life. Nothing's cheap anymore. Even Chinese stuff is bloody expensive now. Anyway, I'm nearly home. Let's crack on with this car. I'm in the right mess here, but I've been scrubbing all this, trying to degrease it and get all the crap off it. Needs doing loads more times, but getting better. I don't know how this comes off. It's all embolted as far as I can see. And that's just the thing underneath. But also all needs polishing up. I got all the powderiness off it. But needs good polish and clean up. I'll clean all these plugs up with some degreaser, some elbow grease. I got some blue cable ties. I don't like clear ones, so I replace these with black. In fact, I don't see the point on any blue. I think I'll replace them all with black. I need to take this bracket off and clean it, paint it, and this one. I think I have to get a new one then, which is rusted. I've been spraying alloy wheel cleaner on that, look. This stuff. Turtle wax stuff. Reactor all wheel cleaner. Because this is alloy. This is like iron from the rusty water. It's doing the job, it's turning purple. This one here as well. Right out now. Wrecking my floor, but it doesn't matter. It's worth it. This is rusty. I'm going to make up a concoction now of sodium carbonate and citric acid, and then put all the rusty bolts in and clean them up. I've seen YouTube videos how to clean rusty parts, and also how to re-zinc coat them, so I'm going to do that as well. But if I can get this clean and get this back on, I just want this engine bay to look tidy. I don't like all these marks. I think I might paint this engine bay. I think I might scotch this up, get some of this colour, the body colour and aerosol, and spray it all. I don't want to take everything off, but I think I'll have to take these off, this off. I may as well just strip the engine bay. The engine's going to be a couple of weeks anyway. Strip it all and just paint it all. It'll look so much. Degreased under here as well. I am going to wax all of this with the anchor wax, and when it's dry, because the wheel arch liner will hide all that. Oh my god, where do you stop spending? Like, the bonnet's got to come off to be painted. I might leave it on and just take it up to Peter and get it painted when it's on the car. Probably easy actually. This car is MOT, so when the engine goes back in and get that painted. Look, when you look at all of it, it gets a bit depressing. I've done all this oil pump cover, taking all that pulley off and stuff. Taking this pulley off, taking the nut off. I think you need a pulley puller for that, a pulley puller. I'll run enough for this week. I think I'll just go and watch telly for the rest evening on, and carry on in the week. Oh, everything I look at needs doing, like, it's almost like a full restoration. I'm a mess here now. It's a nightmare. But I'm getting there slowly. Everything I do brings me closer to the end goal. Is this supposed to be that much movement in that? Is this supposed to be that much movement in that? I don't know. I have ordered a full poly bush kit for it, so I can't remember what's in it all together, but it should look a bit better after that, shouldn't it? This is a bit annoying as well. There's like paint marks here, so I think I'll mask it, soft mask it to that edge, and paint that as well. Take a look at, oh, where do you stop? Like, where do you stop? I tell you where, you stop at the end. Yeah, there's a bolt there, look. Yeah, that's for that. I think there's one on the other side. So they were quite rusty. I'll get them off and then, I'm going to open a can of worms again. Okay, I've scrubbed these, both sides. Let them dry off a bit now. Give them another spray of the reactor or wheel cleaner. Basically changes like the orange stuff to like a purple. So let them dry first because the water dilutes it. So you need a good clean down. He hasn't had such a good clean as this one. I've only just taken them off. I've anchor waxed all this. I've lathered it on. Loads of it. And I've gone down there as well in all the grooves. When this is dry, I'm going to do all that bulkhead. I'm going to put some rust converter on that. And then mask around it and spray it silver. I think I'll do the same with that. Possibly this as well. All the crustiness is gone now. So yeah, I'll probably do the same with that. I'm certain, you can see the anchor wax there, look. I'm certainly going to spray this bit here with, it's not too bad, so if I sort of mask around here, I can spray that with a body colour. And also this here, this, and this. I think I'll get away without, I'll take this off and this. I'll get away without taking these things off, these engine mountings. Don't even want to take them off. I should put some in there, some anchor wax in there as well. Yeah, I'll do that. Put some in there. When these are clean, I'll put those back together. I need to do some of these hubs as well. There's one bolt I need to drill out for the wheel stud. Probably get off the more grips actually. Clean all them up. Clean the calipers and paint them. I need to buy new discs and pads. Make them all look nice and shiny. I might even get those knuckles shot blasted. Yeah, they will. I'll get them shot blasted with the engine mount subframe. And then we're cooking on gas, and I'd like to get it back on its wheels. Obviously minus the engine and box. Yeah, if I get the car back on its wheels with new struts, all the subframe back on, all powder coated nice, all the struts back on, new discs, pads, calipers all painted up nice, wheel ash liners back in. It looked good then. I think I'll just take this air conditioning system off. I don't know what to do with the refrigerant. I've checked what's in there. Some you're allowed to vent into the atmosphere, others you're not. So I'll find out what's in this, see if I'm allowed to or not. If I am, I'll just do it. If I'm not, I won't. But I've got a feeling it's leaked out anyway. If not, I'll have to get an air conditioning guy here to sort of suck it out. And then I can take it all off. I'd like to get the car back wheeling about. Because then I can, while I'm waiting for the engine oil to be sorted, I can at least push it out, push it in backwards and do the back end. Or should I completely finish the front end first before starting the back end? Yeah, I think I will actually. There's lots to do. There's that crash bar to clean up. The crash tubes, I'm going to get them all shot blasted the same time. Actually, they slide in there, don't they? Yeah. So I'm going to lather that with anchor wax before I put them in. Yeah, they go in there. Get all them in, get them all back together. Put the crash bar on. No, put the crash bar into the engines actually. If I get it all on, I can order up a new radiator order new aircon radiator. When the engine comes back, and I can start building all up and putting it all back together. It'd be nice to get it back together because it's depressing, seems like it, to be honest with you. I don't want a car in bits, but you've gotta take things off to put them right, don't you? You can't just put it right without taking it all off. I just waffling here, but you know what's good, don't you? I mean, that leaves cleaned up nice. These cleaned up okay. Bit more degreasing. This is like a strange woven material. But I changed these zip ties, cable ties. That'll make it look a bit better. If I take reference photos of this, take it off, paint it. In fact, what I'm going to do the rust conversion now. I'm going to mix up a pot and witch's portion and do it. Right, I've got to do this quick before Mrs. notices I'm using oily parts in her kitchen. Right, so I've put all the bolts in here. I've added 3 litres of warm water here, okay? Now I need to add 100 grams per litre. So that's 300 grams of citric acid crystals, okay? Which is very mild. It just comes from oranges and lemons, as the picture shows there. Into that. And then I got to add 40 grams per litre, so that's 120 grams of sodium carbonate in. Now, from what I've seen, it froths up quite madly, and you're supposed to add some fair liquid or similar as well. But don't do that first. This water is quite warm, it's out the hot tap. If you put the fair liquid first, because all the fizz in, you'll end up with a bubble bath in your kitchen, garage, whatever. So let's give this a go. Okay, so 300 grams. So put the bowl in there and I've zeroed it, okay? That's on grams. So. So like 7 spoons of this. I need 2 ounces for the rest. Hang on. I've mixed, I've put 120 grams in there now. And all he wants to see it happening, doesn't he? And Albie does. Come here, boys. Right, watch this fizz now.
Does it turn into pop? Will it turn into pop?
Look at that fizz. How cool is that?
I can't see anything here.
How cool is that?
What is it doing?
Cleaning it.
Fizzing.
How's it cleaning it?
I think.
It's
Is it cleaning up?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
I'll wait for it to finish fizzing.
Wait, which one's mine?
It smells stinking.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well,
I got 6 cooler.
well.
Do you see something cooler?
Okay. So that's finished fizzing. So now it's finished fizzing. I can add
It looks like pop when you put
pop.
it in.
I think go and drink it, don't you? With
You can't
liquid.
drink that, it's yucky.
Put that away, please, yeah.
What is it cleaning?
It's wild green hairy lip squid.
Very liquid.
Hairy lip squid. Right, so
It's very liquid.
it's thinking we'll rust off already.
What is that?
It's getting all the rust off these nasty bolts. Some of these bolts will be bin anyway, but it's nice to get them clean. Wow.
What is that?
It's time to come clean straight away.
I'm going to put my hand in that. And that.
one finger in, carefully. Go in, careful,
I want
careful,
finger in.
careful.
I want finger in.
You wash finger? No, it's not hot. Let go, hands in there. Right, we can put this in the garage overnight now. And we'll see the results tomorrow.
How will that happen?
Let's point to clean the paint off this now. Just get the rest off and touch the paint in. Go my mini channel. Joe, you're a mini fan. Do you like minis? Joe? Do you like minis? Smile if you like minis. Oh, you don't like minis? Yeah, that's a smile. You do like minis, don't you? That's Leah, they're eating their food. You like minis? I'm doing videos on my mini channel. My mini's called Coopers. Say Coopers. Coopers. And what's your name, man? What's your name? Ah, Phoebe, isn't it? Phoebe. Phoebe gonna have a ride in Coopers when it's done? Yes.
Along with your coffee.
You want my phone? Oh, can't have my phone. In a couple of hours, quite incredible this stuff. That's not right. That was mega rusty. That was the battery bolt. If you look back at some of the earlier videos, you'll see it. Look at it. It's coming off. Look at that. Look at another bolt. Oh my God. Look at it. It rubs off, look. A few more hours. Sorted. That as well, look. See all black coming off my hands. You can see that was quite a rusty one, look. With the pit in. And look, it's just coming off. I watched the guy with a bike chain doing this, and everything come up. That's just a few hours. Look at the rest, it's just coming off, like. That's amazing. Wow. Plastic clip. A plastic clip. They're not going to be rusty, are they? Plastic clips. And this stuff is biodegradable as well. It's actually edible, believe it or not. Not that you'd want to eat or drink it with all this oil in it. The detergent breaks down the oil and helps in the cleaning process. But it's the citric acid that eats away the rust. Look at that coming now. 2 more hours and that stuff will be mint again. Like you can see where the rust was, it's now silver. I haven't touched the paint. Shit, you know, I might make a big tub and dip bits of that sublim in it. I can get like, I don't know, a fifth of it in there. Let's see. Right, so I've got the clutch off. I had to grind every single bolt. Doesn't matter, the clutch plate has never been used again. The disc is on as well, look. The grooves are nearly gone in a couple of places. Few miles left in it, but it's definitely not going to go again. On the bed, it looked a bit shit anyway. Now that these have been ground off, they come out alright. They're quite big threads and tiny bolts. It made no sense. Normally heads are bigger than bolts, and normally the heads are bigger than the threads, and these are actually smaller. They're like a reverse Torx Found more bits of the engine falling out. Found a shell bearing. See it somewhere. Just seen it. Oh, there, look. Some more shrapnel as well. Now we can take the clutch flywheel off. Do I reuse that or do I put a new one on? I don't know. I'll look into it. It looks alright. I might reuse it. Save some money. Doesn't look scored or chewed up or anything. So I think it's going to go again. Save me a lot of money, I will. It's not the end of the day. I've got to take the engine out in a couple of years again, is it? Right, so next job is to take these 3, 6, 8 bolts out of there and then get the flywheel off. So this is my cocktail soup. I don't get my hands all greasy, but have a quick look here now. That's got pretty good now. It's not been in there, so all that bit. That should clean up all right. Oh, I've got shiny all in there. I need to put some gloves on now, take it all out. It's not toxic, I just don't want all the oil in my hands. So I'll put some gloves on now. If I get my tea first, and then I'm going to crack on with it. Oh, it's daunting what's got to be done, yeah. I need to take a back bumper off as well because I've got a chap come in to weld that back corner for me. I'll have to open the garage door for that, and it's bloody bolted outside. But it's got to be done. Oh, it's been waxed, like I said previously. You change these brake flexes. Oh, you need a bottomless pit of money to pay for all these things, isn't it? I've had some bits come again today now. Alexa, stop. I've had this resistor cam for the radiator. I don't know whether mine works or not, but I've heard that it should be done. And I've got some chrome trim, some carbon trim to hide the chrome on the back. Kill all chrome. So it's a job for later. So the flywheel's off. Other than looking a bit grubby and dirty, I think it's good order. Some slight heat marks on it, but not too bad. I'm thinking about using it again. Let me know if that's a good idea or not, because it's about 500 quid for a new clutch kit with flywheel. I'm going to stick with dual mass. If I go single mass, it's a bit cheaper, 300 quid. Or if I just get a new clutch for 80 quid for like an LUK or Satch clutch. Anyway, where is he? That's the snap bolt there. I've just WD-40'd that. I've WD-40'd this, there and the back. And these preys are really easy. So that probably would fail the MOT, even though it's not due till October. I got to get this finished stripped and tap that out, then I can take it up to get it shot blasted. What else will I get shot blasted? I get the arms and the front shot blasted as well. I think that's probably all. I think these arms I'll probably clean them up. We will replace them. Nothing else there really. This is pretty good, stuff like that. Pump and clean up. And clean all these up. Hubs, might get them done, but if I do, I'll take them separate. I don't really want to strip them until I get that front suspension back. Drive shafts, I'll clean up and paint. What else is going on here? Not a lot, I'm just mincing about really. I need to get some paraffin to degrease all this crap. I can't really say my floor now. It used to be alright. I've wrecked it with this car already. I need to degunk the engine, gearbox, clean it all up. Degunk this, clean it all up. It's just cleaning now, which is time consuming, but it's worth doing. This is broken. Where do I see it? Where do I see it broken? No, it's not broken. I'm imagining it. I got a small breakage on the bottom somewhere where the bumper lower part screwed to, but I think I glue that. It's alright. I don't know what this foam does, but BMW decided to put it there, so it'll be worth getting. I'm going to anchor wax this now. And like I said previously, rust colour that and paint that. Mask this, paint that top, paint this, paint this, paint this, paint this, paint this. I mean, this is how the factory left it. They only put a nice sheen in it, so it's going to be better than that for sure. Just look a bit nicer when the engine's back together. And shiny bits. I'm going to paint this, mask all this off, paint it silver. You can see it's bolted down. It's underneath, there's a bolt underneath somewhere. 2 bolts. Am I risking snapping them, taking them off? Don't know. Same with that one. Am I risking that? That could even be a Torx, is it? What is that? Don't know. Is it just that holding on? I don't really know. I'll have to Google it. I don't want to snap in any more bolts. Big bolts, don't like coming out a lot of the time. That's a strange bolt. Quite an interesting car. I've realised, I thought first of all I got 2 squirties. Realised this is the headlight squirty bottle. And that is the windscreen squirty bottle. 2 separate ones. Bit mad, but there you go. I can't remember what this is now. I'm just milling about. I cannot get those bolts off. I can force it past and snap them or snap my bar, but they ain't budging. I think I need to get some heat on them. Ridiculous how tight they're actually. This is all stripped. What else do I need to get off here? That pulley. I think I need a pulley puller for that. What else have I done here? I cleaned in there. On in there. I cleaned up these. They were looking clean, but I don't look at them, I can see a bit more dirt. Same with that one. And they're operating a lot more freely than they were. So I need to get the lithium white grease on it now. Oh, they're already open. And they should be working lovely. Let's get on with that suspension. I've had enough for tonight, Amy. Bollocks it. I haven't taken many videos today. We literally haven't stopped. So we've got clipping these now. Wednesday Wagos are temporary. They're the old fire alarm. These red ones are the new fire alarm, which aren't wired up yet, but they're clipped down as far as just past the ladder. This big thick cable here, next run along, that's the jiu-jitsu grappling room. That's gonna cross over there. It's wired up, just gotta tidy all the way down. We've got 2.5 here ready for our sockets. And we've got one mil still on the roll there ready for our central light. This is having no false ceiling here. And we'll go from that central light down, which is going to be an emergency and PIR or microwave. We'll come across into this room, which would just be a microwave, no emergency. We're going to drop into this conduit run here and use those points there for some double sockets, because this could be a workshop in here. The light is going to go on the flex and the plug for the light as well. I'm going to take all this down, all this conduit up here, all that's coming down because it's no longer in use. So that's it right here. We put an emergency light in there. What else have we done yet today? We've done another emergency light. As you go with the toilets, we have a central point. You see the light there. And we've done another one down there. And I just got to put that wafer box on now. On the two ones there. And that's done. This side of the corridor, lighting wise, is done. Why haven't these come on then? Oh, because the PIR is facing the wrong way. I need to turn that. Obviously, where they're sitting is just temporary until the ceilings are up. Well, according to ChatGPT, this is the best crankshaft pulley puller set. Pulley puller. So this is my pulley puller. Comes with bolts. This is hefty. They're all hard steel apparently. So I have my tea now. We'll give it a go. Don't want to use it, but sure I can work it out. What I can see, I've got two different sizes of bolts here, look, right? 3 of each. And two different sizes of washers. Oh, can't see it there, right? So what I'm doing, mine's got small holes in the crank pulley. So I'm putting the small washers, and may as well use the big washers anyway. Although with the bigger bolts, it's probably all you can use, because you won't get them in there. And then these little holes line up. Can you see that in there? Because these are slotted, you've got quite a bit of movement and play there, which is good. So I'm going to put the middle one in now, start tightening that down. There's two different ones. There's this one here, and there's this one here. I don't know why you need the two, but my thinking is, because that's threaded, you wind that down and it pushes on the nose of the crank. And when it's engaged fully, which will be in a minute, then it should center itself. Bloody hell, it's going on forever. Ah, right. See why. Just pushing it up. That's going to go all the way. Right, hang on then. I'll come back to it. Right, so that centre little bolt goes in there first, okay? And then the big one goes on top. Well, I gotta be honest, that's awesome. It came off really easy. Really easy. This is the pin that it came with. It's wound down into the crank. And that just flew off. Check for that. So that's another special tool added to my list. I'm gonna make sure I keep it all together now. Don't leave the not list pile. I'm gonna make sure I put it all together and don't lose. Taped it all up now. So I figured it'll be safer in the drawer taped up, and if I need it in the future, I can untape it. My two specialist tools, my easy outs, brake caliper rewind tool, torque wrench, little bits. These bits. Don't need them often, but when you need them, you need them. You know what I mean? A sneaky little bolt there, look, underneath the pulley. You couldn't even see it. So they're all out. Is that cracked? Don't know if it's cracked or if it's casting mark. See it? Anyway, regardless, it's having a new oil pump. See the problems the engine had. It's having a new oil pump, an oil pump, at the very least. So there's the rest of the timing chain, which doesn't look too bad. Look, it's got a bit of bend in it. If it's anything like a bike chain, when it's new, you can hold it straight. It's got a bit of bend in it, so obviously it's definitely worn. But how worn, I don't know. So in the meantime, I've given this a tap lock, and I've got the crank bottom half coming off. So I'll put the phone down and we'll have a look at it. I can stop the bloody thing. As you can see, the crank looks absolutely mint. Apart from that there, which has been chewed to death. So, crankshaft's oil seal, still quite soft, but it's also been leaking. Right, tell me people, if anyone knows, can that be repaired? If not, this crank is going in a skip. I think the block is all right. I'm keeping the block. Might drop it down to Stephen and see if he can use it instead of the other one. I clean my lens, I know it's looking a bit misty. Right, these are the oil squirters, oil jet thingies. As I suspected, number one is broken, look. The new block, I noticed the holes are there, but the squirters aren't. So, is this block all right or not? I don't know. Oh, the gouge there, I think, is it? And I give this to Stephen because he said the other one might need reboring. This one might not. I'll give it to him and he can decide what to do. In the meantime, I'm going to buy a new oil squirter online. Since this build's spiraling out of control, I'm going to keep the crankshaft, the clutch flywheel. Looks alright, I think it'll be okay with cleanup. I think you can reuse these bolts, I'm not sure. I know the clutch bolts you have to replace. I'm not sure about those. This pulley, I'm going to keep this because this looks alright. Can't see any perishing on the rubber. It's a dampened pulley. So I'm going to reuse him. I'm going to clean him up first. I think that crank is scrap. I don't know if the gears can be reused. I have no idea. I'll find out. Definitely put a new timing chain kit on, yeah. That's 100%. The oil pump, I'm going to put a new one on them on, and I'm going to put a new water pump. I'm going to change all the hoses and all the ancillary belts. Rockers and all that are going to be fine. Obviously head gasket, sump plug, or at least the washer for it. Oil filter. And what I'd like to do is just give it all to Stephen, get him to build the block up and put the head on it. And then I'll build everything else up. I mean, I don't mind if he wants to put the flywheel on and he wants to put the oil pump on and stuff like that. But I want to build all the ancillaries up on my engine stand and have a play, because I can take the time and make sure everything looks nice and painted and everything. This block is a hell of weight, mind. It's a lump of iron. Even this is heavy, like. It's a beast of a thing. I don't know why they didn't make an alloy engine. Beats me. It'd have been a lot like that. I mean, the head's quite light, really. Even though there's a lot of iron parts on it, like the valves and stuff. It's quite light. And a gearbox heavy, but obviously that's got a lot of steel internals, hasn't it? There's nowhere near as heavy as the engine, and the engine's a dead weight. I mean, just carrying the block, the two halves together, is a struggle on your own, you know? And that thing is a big irking weight as well. Cars are heavy things, mind. Really heavy. Anyway, I'm going to go online now and find one of those oil squirters. That's my next job. Right, now I'm looking at all these bolts. They haven't got too bad. A little bit rusting, but nothing like they were. And most of it, in fairness. Wipes off. And these were really rusty, because these are under the suspension. They come out all right. And that's really good, isn't it? How good that's come out. Still a bit rust now, but nothing like it was. I can sand that off, can't I? Paint there. It has some sort of silver paint in it. Zinc rich paint, I think, rather than zinc itself, and it's coming off. So if I spend a bit of time now drying these and wiping these, I can call that a job done. Right, they've all had a rinse now and a dry. They're not perfect by any means, but they're a lot better than they were. I don't think you can galv anything with a bit of rust in it. It doesn't take. But I think if I get a brass wire wheel and polish them all down, probably take zinc coating quite nicely. This has come out remarkably well. I was mega rusty. I thought I was fit for the bin. Surprising how much better things can look. A bit of rust taken off it. That's not come out very well. It's probably not in the water. That's come out well. So yeah, bit of wire wheeling, the brass wire wheel, and then we'll be good to go. We'll both come out really well, to be fair. I've only got 9. One I had to drill out. Biggest problem we're going to have with this Mini is remember when everything goes, and remembering which bolts are which. That's going to be a nightmare. It's funny that intercooler in my head was a lot bigger than that. It's like a scrappy idea. It's like pick up spares. Mini stuff everywhere. But all that will fit into that. And I got a chap going tomorrow to see my R56 diesel. Sounds promising. Fingers crossed he takes it. And then there's one less thing in the drive. Got to get my wife's Mercedes ready to sell then. Then I got to get my T4 back and sell that. And then I'm going to sell my bay window, which I've had forever. And I said I'd never sell it, but your interests change, and I'm no longer, I don't go camping, I'm not doing that kind of stuff anymore. I do triathlon, and now my new passion is minis. So there you go. Right, anyway, enough of this waffling. So I thought I'd get on with this. I've just put a 3.5mm hole, and it's gone right through. So I'm going to go with a 4.5. The chuck's a bit of a pain though. Doesn't grip nice. And the bigger the bit goes, the worse it gets. I need to answer this. Right up to 6.5 now. You see it right through it, look. What a swath I created. I can get this in just, but I think I'll go a bit bigger now. Maybe try a 7. So this goes in a bit further. I don't risk snapping it. I did try the easy out on the drill, but it did feel like it was going to snap. So I'm just going to go up. 7 flew through. So I'm going to try, I'm going to be brave now and chuck a 9 straight through. See how we get on. The 9 has flown through as well. I'm getting a bit close to the thread. I reckon I go 10 without touching the thread. Yeah, let's go for it. So this has come today, look. Suspension bush handling pack. Vulcanized Racing Cola UK. 3 stickers. Lower engine mounting. I recognise that. Not sure where they go. Don't recognise most of them. Oh, they're trailing arms, I know that. I don't know which one they're going to go bar bushes are. These ones. Anyway, I'll look online. I'm sure I'll find out. This is the next stage, trying to get this bolt out. Getting a bit of heat now. Next, a bit of shock. Next, a bit of chill. Now the anti-roll bar. Again, that side, top. This side top now. Heat. Shock. Chill. And penetrate as well. Right, let's try them. Eventually now I've drilled that right out. I just need a tap now. I've got M8 taps, M6, M10, M12, M14. It's an M12, but the M12s I got 1.75 pitch, and that is 1.5 pitch, what's known as Sod's Law. I got everything else, but not M12 by 1.5. So I'll have to buy one. So I had a couple of deliveries today, 3 in fact. I've had this Dragon's Blood for cleaning the aluminium heat shields. I've had this Genlite aluminium paint. It's supposed to look like aluminium when it's dry, for all through the bits in the engine bay. And I've had these oil squirters, which look tidy. So more progress to be made shortly. Okay, so I've done a bit of Scotch-Brite then, masking, and I've painted these bits already silver with an aluminium spray. Where did I put it? There. Original PHT, very high temperature, obviously, aluminium paint. So it looks as close as I can to aluminium, I think. Doesn't quite look the right colour, but it's good enough, I suppose. It's better than crusty rusty. So that's the first stage of the engine bay transformation. I've still got to do this, paint them silver as well, but I run out of paper. So once this dries and I can take the masking paper off, I'll reuse this paper. Wow, I'm really happy with these. Look at them. They come out superb. I think I'll just give it another coat. Don't know. Yeah, may as well. Really pleased with that. This is what it was like before. So I Scotch-Brited it, masked it. Now it looks like that. This looked better, but it looks even better now. Much better. So my plan now, I've ordered new paint. Base coat, lacquer, primer, base coat and lacquer. I'm going to do all this here. Pointless to I can't be seen, it's all under the aluminium cowl. I will be rust proofing that and painting that same as this. But under here, I think I'll paint the boat body colour as well and mask all these clips. Right, I don't know if I bother painting that. No, I'm definitely going to paint this bit here. On this leg here. This bit here. That bit there. That bit there. Oh, and that bit there actually. But I'll mask these stickers. So it all look nice and fresh. That looks good after cleaning. Cables generally look good. I'm going to be doing a nice job here, definitely. Right, now I'm starting to take all the rubber bands out and the clips and stuff. I haven't taken this clip out yet, everything put out. I'll take them out now. I've got the trim tool. So put them in. And the idea is get it out without breaking it. Like that. Shift it out the way. Tuck it up out the way in a minute. This can come off. I'm going to take this off here. I've taken the crash bar off. Take this crash bar off here now. Get everything out the way. And then mask it and paint it. Taking the rubber bands up there. There's one rubber band missing there. So if anyone knows where I can get one then, obviously going to mask these badges. And I'm going to paint it. I've had some primer, body colour and lacquer. So I bought this stuff, WLW Auto Paints grey primer. So just this primer specifically for the Mini Dark Silver. So I've sprayed all this now. After Scotch Brite, let them degreasing it. I can't believe how much grease came off it, even though I cleaned it before. So it's all looking good now. Down there. Mask the badges. So I'm going to leave it now 25 minutes to dry, and then I can give it some top coat. I thoroughly recommend these paints. Look at the finish on that. Really pleased with that. Really nice shine. No runs. Leave that dry now, and then I'll give it some of the lacquer. Bloody hell. How long have I got to leave it dry now? 10 to 25 minutes. So, 15 minutes time. I'll give it a good lacquer then. Okay, so all been lacquered now. Massive improvement for what it's like. The colour match is really good. It's an NGB anyway, but you know. This will probably clean up a bit of polish, isn't it? Bit of a bumper care on that now. I can start putting all these bits back on then. He's been generated. So he can be sprayed next. That's now painted. I did a very good job. I got bloody overspray on the rubber somehow. I thought I masked it. I didn't mask it well enough, but this should rub. Yeah, it rubs off, look. Luckily, it's greasy, so. Yeah, it's rubbing off. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Looking good. Off my thumb. Ugh. Greasy paint. Anyway, it's all looking good. I'm happy in here now. Right, no more painting. Gotta get it back together now. Still got loads of cleaning to do. Mine first will go back together, but it will go back together. That's it for tonight. Bit of telly now, bit of Instagram, and that's my lot. Okay, so I spent a while cleaning these this morning. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better. So I'm going to let them dry off and I'm going to spray them with this stuff because it's not a million miles off the colour. So, coat paint won't do any harm. So I started putting this back together now. I was thinking of painting it and painting these, but where do you draw the line like? You know, it looks a lot better than it was. I just want to get it back on now. Otherwise it's a never-ending task, like, isn't it? No. Do I buy a new one of these because it's a bit rustier, or no? I'm just going to chuck a bit of paint in there and chuck it back on. Right, it's like a slope facing the back. Back to narrow. This is the left of the car, that's the right. Put a mark in it. Left and right. Well, this has been an absolute bollock. I managed to get 2 out. And then on the third one, my, what is it? I did my pocket here. The socket split anyway. The 18mm socket from Outfits, my new one. That's it. I'm sure they change it, but it's the hassle, isn't it? But anyway, I got a 12mm by 1.5 tap now. The tap came out, the one I drilled. So that was a novel. Anyway, it's out. So I have now got thread retapped for a snap bolt. So the only challenge now is to get these 2 off. When they're off, you can see it's had a lot of WD-40 in, and I've had heat in it, I've had everything on it. When that's out now, this can go off for shot blasting and powder coating. Until then, it's holding me up. Pain. This is all back together now. That's been painted, look. Got the rusty bolt there. Bars all back on. Clips are all back in. Bungs are all back in. So I'm going to give these a quick lick of paint. They painted, they look much better. It looks a bit weird, but that's on the bottom, you won't see it. So give them half an hour to dry, or whatever this says. Says somewhere how to use. And give it half an hour to dry, and I'll come back in and I'll give them a second coat on the other side. On that video, that was a nightmare. Warming it up, cooling it down, WD-40 in it, dagger in it. Take a bar, we got it us. This one up.
It is in bits. Back up.
Back up. Snap this now. Like some guys see this. You going?
Don't know.
Snap in.
Keep going. I think it is. Yes, go in.
Isn't that it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is, yeah. You probably do that. Do this on them. Go for it. Back up. Back up's rolling.
Oh, line these up perfect springers. Right. Look at that.
Needs more breakage. Needs to be turned more.
Good God, didn't it? But didn't
Yeah.
make a cracking noise.
Oh shit. There we go.
That's the noise you wanted.
Now time for dugger. How long have you been on this?
This particular bit, no, just if we can.
Oh.
I was cleaning all the arm bits, cleaning the battery. Love it. Right, take a photo of this now so I know which orientation it is. But probably people get them mixed up all the time. These hold really nice, as you can see, look. I'm going to turn them over now. Do the other side. Big difference. The weirdness is gone now. Spider better up and go. He's going to coat the paint. He's quite silver anyway. You know, hasn't he painted? Cleaned up nice because I haven't got all the grooves. Anyway, more paint. There, a quick coat look. Look a bit better. He looks alright. These are painted. Right, Alice? But I've almost run out of paint now. So I have to buy some more because I want to do the bit that goes in here. I think I'll do the exhaust as well. I'm going to do that bracket with the two brackets you can see there. And some of these silver pipes. So I have to bite the bullet and buy another one. It was quite expensive, but it is good. Let's give it a little refinish. Okay, so one of these, this one, goes over the power steering, whatever. This goes over the exhaust manifold. So they'll have to wait. But these are all in, look, these two are in. And the screws are in, let's touch the screws up. And this has to go on there now. Like that. But I can't put that on until that's painted. So, since there's got no black paint, yeah? So that'll hold up. I have to get some more black paint now. And I've completely run out of this silver as well. So I'll have to get some more of this. Money, money, money. It's all money. Okay, where are we at? Well, this engine bay is waiting for me to get some more paint to paint the black bits for him with it back in. And obviously waiting for the engine. Stephen's held up because he's waiting for me to get all the bits. So I thought I'd clean all these and stuff. There's a lot of rough parts on this sump. I'll be using a file, some emery to clean them all off. Lots of rough parts in the casting, you know. So anyway, I'll clean it up as best I can. I may have to get this grinder on it with the soft pad, you know. It's really difficult to get it all out. But I want to get it pristine clean. And then I'm going to paint it with the aluminium paint so it looks like that. But I need to get it, like I said, pristine before I can do that. Because any imperfections will look awful. So I've enough for tonight now. I've cleaned it all up inside. Got all the gunk out. Most of this will just wipe off. This was clear, this gunk was. And now it's gone black and horrible. So I'll leave it out tonight now. I'll have another go tomorrow night when I go from work. I'm waiting for loads of bits to come. So hopefully they come soon. A couple of bits. I've had this bolt for the sump. And I've had this, where's this thing? L-ring. Crankshaft oil seal. And that's about it, all I got so far. So Alfred's replaced my 80mm socket without any drama whatsoever. And I bought this impact set. And the 18's on the dugger. Loose on heat. We're gonna make it go. sumps now. It's pretty clean. We've got rough casting bits on it. And I'd like to get them all off really. I want to clean up a lot better than this. So I can have a work on that tonight now. Let's find a new home for these ends, eh? Here will be the new home. You can live there. So far this Mini has killed off 5 sockets and 5 casualties doing this Mini. It could be a 6. I'm going to use this now instead of the Alfred's one, only because it's not worth any money. So we'll give it a go. The Dugger's done it. Yacht.
That's it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. One left. I reckon we can use the anti-roll to twist that one out. Know what I mean?
Maybe.
Give it a go. Bend it out.
Just right there.
Tilt this up first. That's it. Give me a go, dagger. Will you look at that? I love it. That stressed me out for a week, I have. And it didn't snap. Even better. It have snaps, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it have. Fuck. Snapped deep in there. In there. Bitch, how much you snapped off it? Oh, look. What's that one?
Guess what you're doing tonight? Drilling the cunt out.
I don't think they're only that size.
No?
No. Fuck. This is never ending. I reckon that's...
I'm gonna go see if now.
Right, well... A normal 12mm thread is 1.75 pitch. And the ones on here was 1.5, so I had to get on Amazon.
Get another tap, no?
Yeah. What do you reckon they are? They probably
Don't know.
M14, eh?
Probably, no.
Oh.
At least it's out though.
Well, he's out, but
Second of the problem.
the impact driver broke the boat, mind. That's mental. This Mini's hard work. I'm not gonna lie. Right, one of these boats is snapped, okay? So I've measured it. It appears to be 16mm thread, okay? Now, I got 16mm taps, but it's different pitch. I think it's hard to see, but these are like a standard 16 and 16. I think it's 16. Yeah, I can see actually 16 by 2. And these are 16.1 by 1.5. Apparently it gives a better accurate torque and better surface area to hold, blah de blah. And they stretch boats, so you can only reuse them. You can only use them once, you can't reuse them. So everything is like 3 steps forward, 1 step back. So it's going forward, but it's taking its time. The last thing I ordered was this. And it's the first thing to come. I did off S Cooper Works, I think they're called. I've seen a guy doing a video and he said how good they are. So I went with his recommendation and bought it, and it's come. I think I bought it yesterday. It's come today. So fair play. Everyone else have ordered off. Colour Chrome had to wait ages for their stuff. Out from Orange, which they're not as fast as these guys. Autodoc, they're a bit slow as well. Stuff on eBay can be slow. This guy, straight away, I ordered on his website. I'm sure it was yesterday. It's come today anyway. Fair play to him. How did he do that? I have no idea. Anyway, starting off of this rant then. Where do I buy these boats? I get a tab from Amazon, but where do I buy these boats? It's M16 1.5 with like a pan head, or shouldered head, sorry, and 120mm long stretch boat. Let me know if you know where I can get them. There's loads for sale on eBay second hand, but since they one time use, why would you buy second hand? Now this is one of the first things I bought. It's high level brake lights. Because I noticed as soon as I bought the car, this one was broken. I thought, as soon as I saw black, it would look good with a black one. And it does. So anyway, I want to get this on now. I've grabbed it because I want to see how this plug works. I think it's like that. And he's not coming out. Can't get him off. In fact, no, it's like that. Like that it is. I can't get the plug out. So I've played, see what I can do. But nothing's like what you see on YouTube, is it? Luckily these boats come out all good. But look at that mess under here. It's a right mess. I couldn't work out to get this light off, so I just snap it apart to get out the way. Only to find that these were split in half, in fact they've slid out. So this needs a good clean. The ones that come out absolutely stinking, so I can't just clean them and put them back. Like I can't just cut the rubbers off and put them back. I give them a massive clean down now, and then let it dry before I can stick on the 7-adhesive rubbers. So it's not like a 10-minute job. It's going to be an all-night job, because by the time those dry enough now, put the sticky on, it'll be bedtime. But this is stinking. This needs a good clean. So this rubber comes off. That's good. It's one good thing. So I'll take this off now, clean under there, overall, and then oh, this doesn't come off. Fuck, nothing straightforward this Mini. Nothing is straightforward. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this and then I'll have time to dry, and I think I'll have the rubbers back on tomorrow. Even this light, easy job. You watch them doing it, it's very easy. It won't tighten up, like. It won't tighten, doesn't it? I've been going and going and going. I wonder if the thread is knackered from new, I'm not sure. Can be a bit frustrating after a while when things don't go to plan. Bolts snapping, bolts really tight. Well, the mechanics aren't cheap. Because they know they've been through all this crap with the cars they're working on. They know they're going to have trouble, like. And that, it's really right to the end, look. I'm good on the camera here. It's really right to the end. So why is that bolt not tightening up in there then? Is that turning in the plastic or something? I don't know. But it's been, I was literally tightening it for an hour. Just tighten. Doesn't seem to get any tighter. And it's really awkward where it is as well. It's behind that bloody cover there. It feels like it's all the home, but you can hear that, can't you? That's the washer. There's still a gap there. So maybe I just haven't tightened enough, I don't know. But this bloody thing, how does this come out, people? How does it come out? I can't see, like. I don't want to break the plug and then not be able to get it back on. So, where's the plug? I'm glad I got this utility room, not kitchen. Look at the mess here. Imagine this was my kitchen. It will be tidy one day, people. Anyway, it said razor blade this off. You don't need to, it just snaps off. What are we got to be careful now is that crap doesn't go down my plug hole. Because it's plastic and I don't want plastic going in the sea. I have to pick it all out. But you don't need any kind of Stanley knife. I can just break it all off. Look at that. It's crap. So I'm going to spend some time cleaning this. Clean that one. He's alright, now the rubber's off. You go sand the back pandy and then clean up with alcohol before you stick the plastic on. The double-sided tape, I mean. Anyway, we crack on with this. Okay, different job now. I've got this from Kill Chrome. It's like a fiberglass looking tape. And I've cleaned this thoroughly and I put it over the chrome and it looks alright. Then I've got this S-Works rubber trim then. That I'm going to stick on. It looks good, to be fair. So that's going to go on. That's going to hide that rough gap. And then it can go back on the car. I've had the hairdryer to warm it all up because it says keep it at 18 degrees. House is about 18.8. So with the hairdryer, it's definitely over that. This is going really nice. It's hidden all the rubbish. So I'm going to put on the car now. I did forget about the 10mm overlap there, but I'm not worried. I can make it up on that other piece. There's loads of offcuts. Fair play to them. I'm really pleased how this has come out. Because rubber is tight against the canvas. Dark brake lights there. Doesn't really stand out. Carbon trim looks nice. That's going to be the worst bit, going on the corners. The hairdryer helped there. These should all be okay. Put these on. That's another awkward one. There's plenty of length in the row, so it should be right. But yeah, it's back on. All that crappy rubber is gone. Quality. When I wash the car now, this rubber should stop water going in under here. Happy days. That's it for tonight now. I'm gonna chill out. One thing to note, look, the Mini, it's gone. This chap, very nice chap, bought it for his daughter, who's doing a test in a couple of weeks. Hopefully she passes and she'll have lots of enjoyment out of the car. So this is the next one for sale. I'll give it a wash today now. Missed a bit there. So I'm only washing the rain there. So needs another what missed a bit there. Oh my god. don't employ me as a car wash or whatever you do. Missed a bit there. I didn't rinse it, I just soapy bucket. They used to clean up the soft top. Just give it a quick rinse. Needs another quick rinse now, doesn't it? Okay, oh god. Okay, here's my trusty Black & Decker finger file. So bad. I had it in my last house. I've been living here like probably 28 years. And this all been degreased. Now sort of finger filing. Inside's degreased as well. I've just cleaned up all these rough edges and all the bits of casting mark on it. Anyway, I'm going to clean it all down now and then go down to Stephen then. Or I might even paint it first. Yeah, I'll paint it first and then go to Stephen. This is as clean as it's going to get. These are all smooth as hell. I'll get a good seal in the gasket here. Not marks, they're watermarks. There's a few dinks in there from obviously the conrod's flying round. Conrod, but it doesn't matter. I feel a few casting marks here, but I'm not filing it again. It's in the oil, it doesn't matter. It's all clean. All the varnish is taken off. All degreased. I've got a new one of these. That edge is all nice, look. And the side cleaned that up a lot.
Oh yeah.
And this is like a machine side, which is flywheel side, I would say. Anyway, I've got a drain plug in here somewhere, and a box of bits. Good, not like that. There he is. There's a new plug. Let's open it up and have a look. Fits lovely. Got a great big built-in rubber washer. I did find one on the floor when I was mucking around. So it must have fallen off this one. It have. So I'm going to leave this one in until this is all painted. My paint should be due tomorrow. I tried to get all this off, look, but I've missed some bits. But it's not. I'm not doing it anymore. Let's stay like that. So I'll give us a good coating of the aluminium paint and then some clear lacquer, and then after that I'll fit that. So that's be ready for Stephen then. The rest of the bits will be about 26th, 23rd today, so won't be long now. Okay, so I've cleaned this again this morning, even despite me saying I was done with it. I've given it another clean. I've given it a sand as well with some coarse emery. Get rid of all these like casting marks. There's a couple still on here, but it's far, far better than it ever was. That's definitely better than when I left the factory. I could polish it up and clear lacquer it and stuff, but it's just sump at the end of the day inside the engine. And I did that years ago with Volkswagen. And within a couple of years, it's looking scruffy anyway. So that's going to do me for now. The paint should arrive today, so this evening I'll give it a quick spray with the aluminium spray, and then it's ready to go to Stephen. I know my rod's dry now, man. There's my line. Oh, take it back, right? Use a little bit of nowadays. Yes. 99% of the time that I work. I should have loads of stuff on, look at all of that. Right, next job, I'm cleaning up this flywheel. This was mega greasy. So I give it a good wipe down and I sprayed some degreaser and I just wiped it again. This time I've done it and I've used my old toothbrush. And I wipe this down again now. This is the engine side. So all this oil's got to be from the crankshaft oil seal. Seep it into the bell housing. I don't want to soak it in degreaser because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's metal, rubber, metal, because it's a dual mass flywheel. So it gives a bit of twist when you engage the clutch. But it's looking in really good condition. And a lot of people say to change it, but a clutch kit complete is 500 quid. And it's only about 180 quid for the clutch kit without the flywheel. And I didn't really want a single mass flywheel because you get a lot harsher bite when you drive in. It's going to be harsh enough with all the Powerflex bushings without making it any more harsh. It's not a race car at the end of the day. It's going to be a fast road car. Nothing wrong with this clutch. I cannot feel a single blemish in it. I can still feel the grooves from when it was machined in the factory. See, it says Mini Luck, and I've seen somewhere Luck printed, L-U-K. So everything like all the casting marks on there, look. Oh yeah, L-U-K. So I'm happy to put this back on my car. So it's going back on my car. So oil pump and cover all in one come, and it looks like an original part to me. Looks decent quality. I got the sump plug. I've got the spark plugs. I've got the calves pulley gates belt, 15% reduced size. I've got the King main bearings. I've got the crankshaft oil seal. got the core plugs, and I've got the timing chain kit from Orange. So these are the companies I bought off: CPI, Orange.
Here's your evening.
So parts of Euro car parts, Shop BHP, New Lock Performance, and CPI. Core Plugs International, I call it. So the sump is painted, and the bracket is painted. Looking good, yeah.